Parallel lines and transversals. Here are two parallel lines crossed by a transversal, nice and straight now. Now if I get some numbers in those angles, there we go. Now let's begin. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the corresponding angles postulate. Now don't be scared. All this means is that if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then the corresponding angles are congruent. So angle 1 is congruent to angle 5, angle 2 is congruent to angle 6, angle 3 is congruent to angle 7, and angle 4 is congruent to angle 8. Now remember, the corresponding angles, they're in the same position, just on a different parallel line. Okay? Now, the next thing is alternate interior angle theorem. The alternate interior angle theorem. If two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then alternate interior angles are congruent. Remember, congruent means the same measure. Angle 3 is congruent to angle 6, and angle 4 is congruent to angle 5. Now remember, when I talk about interior, I mean between the two parallel lines. Okay, that's interior. And when they cross over, those are alternate. They alternate sides. 3 and 6, 4 and 5, they alternate sides. Now there's alternate exterior angles. So the alternate exterior angle theorem is this. If two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then alternate exterior angles are congruent. They're the same measure. So 1, 2, 7, and 8 are exterior angles. They are outside of those two parallel lines. So angle 1 is congruent to angle 8, and angle 2 is congruent to angle 7. So those are exterior, outside of the line, and they alternate on either side of the transversal. Now, same side interior angle theorem. Now, if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then same side interior angles are supplementary. Remember, supplementary means they add up to 180 degrees. So, when I add these angles together, 3 and 5 are on the same side, so angle 3 plus angle 5 is going to equal 180 degrees. 4 and 6 are also on the same side, so angle 4 plus angle 6 will equal 180 degrees. Remember, supplementary means 180 degrees. Okay, so why don't we try some examples here and just see what happens. Now, here, this angle here is 120 degrees. Down here, I have angle 5. Now, those are corresponding angles. And corresponding angles are, just shout out the answer if you know it. Okay, corresponding angles are congruent. So, angle 5 equals 120 degrees. Now, here are two angles, angle 3 and one angle is 60 degrees. These are alternate interior angles, and they are, does anybody know? I got time. They are also congruent. So, angle 3 equals 60 degrees. Angle 3. Okay, one final example. These are same side interior angles, and they are, anybody? Good. They are supplementary angles. That means they add up to 180 degrees. So, when I add these two together, 50 degrees and angle 4, or angle 4 plus 50 degrees, I'll set it equal to 180 degrees, and now use my algebra skills to figure this out. Subtract 50 from both sides, and angle 4 equals 130 degrees.